Hey, it's Anna from Northwest Ecclesia again. I want to talk to you one more time about trading, and then we'll move on to a different string of subjects. This time, I want to talk to you about speakers, conferences, and trading. Okay, so if you're a Kingdom person, and especially if you've listened to Ian Clayton, you've seen, or I think Nancy Cohen does a lot too. You've seen the trading, people throwing money in buckets on the floor, or throwing money on the floor or in buckets. That is one form of trading. There's another issue with that kind of trading, or not even that kind of trading, with listening to a speaker, and that is, if you receive what they are saying and you do nothing with it, the seed dies within you, and that's negative trading. I really recommend that when you go listen to a speaker, when you get done the next day or two, you sit down and say, what in that lesson am I going to be intentional about? What am I going to practice? What am I going to get more revelation from? Engage with it, look things up. The Lord can highlight points of interest, and you can Google search it, learn more about it, look it up in the Bible, and go to prayer and meditation, see what He has to say about it, get revelation, and then act it out in your own life. So that's one. The other is conferences. Not very often. Every once in a while, I see negative comments about conferences. 2 years ago, the gathering 2 years ago, this lady gets on and goes on Facebook and says, "This is terrible. You must not read the same gospel I read." Sorry, I love my little voices. The gospel's free. How dare you charge? Yeah, that's true. The gospel is free. But on the other hand, how do I put this? If you were to go on vacation with a friend or 4 friends, and somebody said, hey, I can get a condo for this. Let's go to Mexico. I can get a condo for this much. Airfare is this much. Food is this much. Let's split it 4 ways. Many conference speakers, sorry about that, notification wasn't turned off. Many conference producers, they're not looking to make money. They're not looking to make profit. Sorry, we aren't. We put on the gathering every year. We don't make money. In fact, 2017, we were in the hole pretty bad because that was a huge lesson for us. We bit off more than we could chew. However, everybody that came to the thing was seriously blessed. Anyway, you take the cost of the room you rent. You take the cost of sound equipment if you have to rent it or purchase it. You take the cost of travel to bring the guest speakers in. You take the stipend of the guest speaker, advertising, those kinds of things, gifts, design, staging, figure out how many people are coming, and you divide by that. So when somebody puts out a conference and says registration is $150, you're trading. That actually is trading. You're trading into that conference. It's that simple. If you will get more out of it. And it's part of it is the value thing. You value a Mercedes more than a Fiat because it costs you more to purchase the Mercedes. And the same thing's true. You're going to value a conference you spent some money on more than hearing somebody for free because it took something on your part to be there. But then again, I'm going to say to you the same thing I said before. From there on, what do you do with it? You've got to be intentional and use what you've acquired and learned. And I really encourage you, one small step. Just, you don't have to do anything big. You don't have to go stand on a street corner and prophesy. Let's just spend time with the Lord and let him reveal more and share it with your friends. It's that simple. Anyway, just a quickie here. Give you something to think about. Well, let me say one more thing. I just see a lot of people that run from conference to conference to conference. And my thought is, what are you doing with it? Are you ministering to your friends? Are you ministering to your family? Are you helping at an official ministry? I would be concerned if you're just going from place to place, taking it all in and doing nothing. So I encourage you to be intentional. There, I'm being a nag. Now I'll say goodbye. Have a wonderful day. Talk to you soon.